Coliseum sold out today for the University of Nevada, Las Vegas Runnin' Rebels and the Auburn Tigers. We go now from the Coliseum into the Tiger locker room with Auburn coach Sonny Smith.
Let our point get it back. Whoever's got it, bring it down. Go get in the stack, pop out, run your play. If you have a problem in that area, you go straight into breakdown. If the crowd's so loud you can't hear the play, run the play that you were in the time before. Got it? Now, fellas.
This is ABC's college basketball. The Runnin' Rebels of UNLV, number 3 in the rankings, and the Auburn Tigers, number 18 in the national polls. Though the world knows best, this scene in Las Vegas, the glitter of the Strip. This man bosses one of the most successful shows in town, Jerry Tarkanian, basketball coach UNLV. Leading the Running Rebels, big Armin Gilliam, 6'9", 230, who found his way from Bethel Park, Pennsylvania, via junior college to UNLV. They call him the Hammer, and there's a good reason for it. Despite his soft touch, he is the big man. And Freddie Banks and Gerald Patio, 2 marksmen who have helped UNLV lead the nation in scoring in Division I. The three-pointer, their specialty. Banks and Patio both better than 40% in three-point shots. And so, for that matter, is the whole Rebel team. The Runnin' Rebels a long way from home today to play the Auburn Tigers. If you remember, Auburn beat them in the 3rd round of the NCAA tournament last season, 70-63. Jeff Moore and Frank Ford had a hand in that win and are key people in the Tigers' 12-5 record this year. Auburn physically strong, board bangers, and perhaps settling to a steady pace. And Auburn, with a big win over tough Florida yesterday, braced for a run today at the 20-1 UNLV Runnin' Rebels, ABC's college basketball. And it's a sign of the growth of college basketball in the Southeastern Conference, as this Coliseum on the campus at Auburn University is sold out and filled to the rafters. It's also testimony, I think, to the growth of the attractiveness of Jerry Tarkanian's Runnin' Rebels, because the Rebels sell them out wherever they go. They're reasonably well rested, but the disadvantage for them is they have traveled a long way to Auburn's court to play them. In the case of Auburn, they had a very hard game yesterday against a conference foe, a tough Florida team, and they beat them 81-68 in their most complete game of the season. Now then, let's turn to Dick Vitale and talk about today's matchup. And the Runnin' Rebels are called Runnin' Rebels for a reason, aren't they?
Well, they're called Runnin' Rebels, Keith, because of the great pressure defense. They R&R. They rip and run. They want to use the full court. They're led by Father Flanagan of coaching, Mr. Jerry Tarkanian, a guy that knows what winning's all about. But I love their inside and outside attack. Freddie Banks is a downtown shooter, and he's a premier player. And down in the boxes, they got a real Clydesdale, Armin Gilliam. I'm telling you, this is going to be excitement galore here today, Keith.
Auburn beat them last year in the 3rd round of the NCAA, and they basically beat him with a marvelous game from Chuck Person. He's no longer here, but they also beat him banging the board.
Well, they got a great rebounding team. When you look at Auburn's front court, you're looking at 3 NBA first-rounders. Chris Morris is an Evel Knievel in shorts. He can absolutely play above the rim. The big horse inside, we really like him, Jeff Moore. He's a tough competitor. And then they got a kid that's absolutely superb as a shooter, 6'9", physical Michael Jones. The court is loaded with great athletes. I'm excited. The question mark is this. Auburn cannot allow this to become the Indianapolis Raceway with Jerry Tarkanian playing the role of Mario Andretti. It has to become a little bit like Times Square, or it'll be blowout city at celebration time in Nevada, Las Vegas.
Half-court game will favor Auburn.
Yep.
Wide open, metal to metal, favors the Rebels. We'll get it on in just a moment. Now the starting lineups for today's 2 teams. University of Nevada, Las Vegas with a record of 20-1. Starting on the front line, Armin Gilliam, number 35, 6'9", 230, senior, Bethel Park, Pennsylvania. Gerald Patio, number 23, 6'8", 195, junior, Rayne, Louisiana. Also up front with him, Jarvis Bass-Knight, great leaper at 6'8", 190, Detroit, Michigan. In the backcourt for our UNLV, it'll be Freddie Banks, number 13, 6'2", 155, lives in Las Vegas. And Mark Wade, number 10, who leads the nation in assists with over 11 per game average. He is out of San Pedro, California. The coach is Jerry Tarkanian, 14th year. His record remarkable, 3-4-0 and 82. Now for the Auburn Tigers. Their starting lineup for today's game. Chris Morris, 6'8", 210, number 34 on the front line out of Atlanta, Georgia, a junior. Number 13 is Mike Jones, 6'7", 230, a sophomore from Columbus, Georgia. And a big horse in the middle is Jeff Moore, number 40, 6'7", and 240. He's from Birmingham, Alabama. In the backcourt for Auburn, number 12, Gerald White, playing with a pulled back muscle strain there, 6'1", 170, a senior out of Augusta. And Frank Ford, a swingman, 6'4", 220, from Kissimmee, Florida. He wears number 15. The Auburn coach is Sonny Smith, his 9th year here in the village. 139 wins against 116 losses. Their record went to 12-5 with their win yesterday, and they're now 5-4 in the Southeastern Conference. The officials for today's ball game out of the Southeastern Conference, Don Rutledge and Paul Galvin. Rutledge has 2 Final Four appearances for him, and Paul Galvin's been to the Final Four as an official 4 times. Al Hackney is representing the PCAA, that's the Pacific Coast Athletic Association. This is a noisy place, to say the least. And through the din, we cut now with Dick Vitale's keys to the ball game.
Keith, I can barely hear you right now. I'll tell you something, this place is rocking and rolling. But for UNLV to win today, they got to play at the up-tempo. And they got to utilize their defensive game to force turnovers and create those turnovers into scores. They got to control the defensive boards because Auburn absolutely sweeps the glass. They're the Windex men. They can really get up on the glass and really dominate. It's important for UNLV's running game that they get possession of the ball because all transition starts with the basketball.
How is it that Mark Wade can have over 11 assists per game on the average?
Boxes, and they got to play excellent perimeter defense because, as you alluded to earlier when you and I were talking off the air, they got a great three-point shooting team, Nevada, Las Vegas. They got the area code jump shooters, so you have to play them tough on the perimeter.
And I guess that's why, because a lot of teams aren't able to play that perimeter defense, and that's where Wade gets does most of his damage, isn't it?
Yes, he's an outstanding penetrator, a kid that doesn't shoot the ball, but he gets it to the open people.
Inside it goes to Morris. He's got 2, and he is fouled, and Auburn is on the board. Free throw try, and this is Wade bringing it down. Take it inside to Gilliam.
He's
Armin Gilliam.
He's last night to give him some inside play.
Jones shot, no good for Auburn. Rebound put up by Morris twice, and both times he misses. And Armin Gilliam, number 35. Patio.
Man-to-man defense, Keith. They'll play man-to-man because of the respect of their three-point shooters.
Great pass. Soft shot put up by Bass Knight. Drops through, and Nevada, Las Vegas leads it 6-2. Inside, Morris.
That's where they're tough. Down in the boxes inside. Morris, Moore, and we'll see Michael Jones also.
Out of there by Jones. Mike Jones, only a sophomore. This is Morris going to the basket. He has scored all of Auburn's points so far.
Be as good as he wants. Nice pass by Gerald White. Throws the diagonal pass right over the top of the defense. Look at the little head fake. Great head fake to free himself and gets banged as he takes it up strong. Well, I couldn't make the three-pointer though.
Finally break the ice. 1 for 6 from the free throw line.
They go to a zone trap just to show Vegas that they're going to pressure also. That's a good coaching move.
And they paid for it right there. As the ball came to Banks, went inside to Gilliam, and UNLV leads 8-5.
Watch Wade play defense.
Inside, Moore, got it.
That's power basketball at its best. High-low entry. This big Clydesdale, he's an all Kojak with that hairstyle. Senior year, and then went to junior college and said, the heck with the football pads, I love hoops.
Moore, another big man with a soft touch.
They really turn out forwards here. Think about Chuck Person, the round mound of rebound, Mr. Charlie Barkley, and 3 NBA first-rounders.
Wade holding it out in front. He'll take it into the big man. Gilliam, he's fouled. And they're going to call Moore, Jeff Moore.
Coming out of high school, this kid had no basketball future, basically. Armin Gilliam and David Robinson, I would give the nod as number one. Coming out of high school, a limited experience have become now stars.
Points in the ball game at 16-15. Morris is all by himself, and he was so alone, I think he was startled, and he almost missed that.
Well, that was really developed by a great entry, a 45-degree angle pass.
Three-pointer Banks.
Anytime with the area code J. Good steal by Banks. He can jump too. He can fly. They love it down in Vegas on the strip. They're jumping with joy.
And all of a sudden, UNLV bounces out to a 5-point lead. Inside Moore.
Great touch. He's got tremendous hands. He came out of Birmingham, Alabama, where he explodes to the basket.
Bass Knight and Gilliam both now with 2 personal fouls. And the Rebels moving with it as Banks takes it home. And a whistle and a foul.
Diversity to his game. Look, he goes to the left hand. He takes it out of the right. The defensive player forward slides over, never had his feet planted. Al Hackney with a good call, makes the call and gets the block on it to beat in Florida.
Sonny working on Don Rutledge, the official over there, a little bit. It's now a 19-13 ball game.
Or after White. They're going to trap White. That's where you want to attack the post area.
Mike Jones drops it softly through.
He's facing.
Intercepted by Ford as Wade tried to give it back. Ford might as well take it all the way, and a whistle and a foul called, and if it's on Bass Knight, that's 3.
And there's the steal by Ford. Now, Ford's got great strength. 3 times to the NCAA. He's a winner. Look at a strong move now. He takes it right to the goal. He says, I'm taking it right at you, Bass Knight. Bass Knight blocks him, lays the body on him. Goes to the line, is going to shoot 2. Use major college basketball athletes. You saw a one-eyed, ball-headed old man like me go to the line and drill 8 in a row. They should be able to make this.
Gets one of them. 19-16, 14 minutes to go in the first half.
Playing under control right now, knows he's the leader.
Playing with a straight
great back screen. There it is, what I talked about, Keith. He can play up in the sky. He's a skywalker. And he is watching on a tube. This is excitement.
Patio, no. And put that ball up out of that corner 6 times now, and they have yet to score from there.
He says, Coach V, I'm ready. There's the back screen. There goes Forrest. Hello. Look at his PTPer. Up and up away. Yes, sirree. Look at Mr. Morris.
Graham handles the ball out in front for UNLV. And Banks puts it up. Bingo.
That 3-point play will absolutely destroy him. Nope.
Ball picked up on the pass inside. Dropped off to Banks.
Oh, what a great bounce pass.
Gilliam scores it. And a foul called on Jones. 12:55 to go in the first half. Gilliam on the line trying to turn in the 3-pointer.
You think Pat Dye could use some of these horses in football that we're looking at out here? He took you to breakfast yesterday. I bet he'd like to have Gilliam and some of these people. Poor job by Auburn attacking the trap. They have to post the guy to the middle of the floor. Moore was slow reacting to posting up in the open lane against the trap.
Wade back in.
Wade doesn't even think to shoot. He absolutely is nothing but a passer on the floor and does it well, as you see the great pass there. Look at the steal.
Intercepts it, gives it away, and shot is missed.
I like the Vegas backcourt. They really play well together, Wade and Banks.
That's Jones, good.
He's got the great baseline touch. 3 baseline beauties when you got 3 NBA first-rounders.
That'll be 12. Auburn only 1. This is Gilliam. It's going to be short, but rolls softly off the front and drops through.
He's got nice touch, nice rotation. Over the last few years of getting better and better at postseason time, they seem to really blossom at SEC time and NCAA time. Went to the
Auburn shots have been inside the foul circle.
Well, they're shooting 69%. UNLV with a +9 lead, shooting 52%. But the key, they play with tremendous intensity. I believe they play as hard as any team in the United States. He played well yesterday, had 7 assists in the first half, Johnny Lynn, against the M&M boys of Florida. Oh, what a great
pass ahead to Patio, and he is fouled and did not get the basket, and the foul is on Davis.
Disappointment in America. Look at Wade. He looks one way. He drills the bounce pass. Again, for you youngsters, notice how Wade uses the bounce pass, and here's the legit foul. He goes to the line, Patio. Lost Anthony Jones, the long-range home run bomber. He hits the Reggie Jacksons for him. He almost went to Kentucky. Came out of Seminole Junior College. He was rated as one of the top 5 with Adele Eccles, who's now starring for New Orleans, who were beaten by Rookie of the Year coach.
Now 11-point lead. Davis is the 3-point man for Auburn, if in fact they do have one. This is Ford working inside, gives it to Moore. Moore gets it up, muscled it up, but couldn't get the bounce, and he'll go to the line. They're getting themselves in trouble here if they don't.
Yeah, you got to make these free throws if you want to stay and hang with this team, but they've been an up-and-down team. They've been down 20 and 25 at halftime.
This is Davis, and it's short off the front rim. Rebound inside, lost by Morris, picked up by Davis.
Davis has got star potential, and that's what keeps him from being a smart collegiate.
Hudson. Eldridge Hudson.
Oh, what a story he was going to be when he came out of high school. He was
5 junior from Granada Hills, out of the San Fernando Valley, California. Out of the corner, that one is Banks.
They got to be ready to make those.
3 of 11. That pass deflected by Davis, picked off by Ford. White brings it up for Auburn, inside Morris. Davis got it.
Himself.
That's Banks, 3-pointer misses. Picked up, then intercepted by Hudson. And a whistle and a foul, and it's Moore.
I'd really given him a lot of time trying to get him to play in that middle.
Rebels take it away again. Long lead to Patio. Missed it. Robinson over the back on the rebound, and a foul on him.
With their up and down play, so we're totally inconsistent. We haven't really put together 2 halves other than yesterday against Florida.
Well, that might be a good omen for him right there as Davis hits both of his free throws, and now you've got a timeout. As Auburn has pulled within 9 of UNLV at 36-27.
Very difficult to zone Vegas because of that 3-point shot.
Rebound to White.
Hey, Wade shot the ball. That's a celebration.
Davis is fouled by West.
Therefore, in the NBA, that would have been a good deuce. See that hairstyle? The new name for that's called the fade. J.R. Reed style down in North Carolina.
Hudson and Wade working out in front. Great play by White as he slipped in behind Patio and took it away. And Hudson comes down for a block out of bounds.
Good pass. There's the kickoff. 2-man basketball. Look at that defensive play. They're back in the hunt. They're playing the guards man-to-man and 3 men inside.
Hudson. Foul. Offensive foul.
Carnesecca, Dale Brown, Wim Sanderson, and Bill Frieda. Look at this, the baseball. Yes, slam dunk, slam jam bam.
Greg Ford has hit 2 in a row now, and Auburn is down by 4. Now this is Wade.
Now they go into a triangle of 2. Morris is playing man-to-man.
Gilliam got it back as Morris is whistled for the foul. The matter of fouls now on Morris. That'll be his 2nd personal. Free throw, 37-32, Rebels leading.
Look at him chewing that towel. That's amazing, but I love it. I think we need more characters. He's a Damon Runnin character. He really is.
Gilliam with 2. Even 6 minutes to go. And again, a 6-point lead for UNLV. For Auburn. Ball stolen away by UNLV. Morris coming out to hound Banks a little bit. Banks has got to win that 3-pointer.
Vegas coming after him with a tough man-to-man.
That's White. Good move. Got clear.
Remember, he's got a bad back.
Hurt his ankle. Hurt his left leg.
Isolated one-on-one with Freddie Banks. He says, get away from me, Freddie. You can't check me. I'm strong. I'm tough. Banks makes a mistake trying to reach over and make the steal. Poor job defensively by Vegas in that nobody rotated over to give any help. And certainly, Jerry Tarkanian does a great job teaching defense. He's a
7-point lead, UNLV.
He's a Dow Joneser. He's up and down. One day he's superb. A lot of these players for Auburn are up and down.
Banks wide open, hits his 5th 3-pointer of the ball game.
They got to play some perimeter D on Freddie Banks.
Moore. Rebound Morris. Jones got it.
They got some Clydesdales inside. They really climbed the glass. Vegas doesn't block out, lay a body on them, and they got the open. Look at this 3-point.
Graham.
Gary Graham not even known for his shooting ability. He becomes contagious. Take advantage of the rule.
11-point lead as Michael Jones puts it up, and he's fouled by Graham. Made a pair. Cuts the lead of Las Vegas to 9.
He lost 42 pounds in 3 weeks. He was getting ready to be suspended from the team, Michael Jones. Sonny Smith told me.
Rolls in for Freddie Banks. He's got 6. 22 points for him now. 22 points for Banks.
Oh, he's a pretty player. That's an NBA player right there, Michael Jones. It's a matter of how badly he wants to be a star player. It's going up.
Graham wide open in that corner, and they finally hit one out of the left side. With Morrell, the old story, of course, was that Red Auerbach always knew just exactly how many shots it took to keep a guy happy.
Yeah, exactly. He was a master at that. You talk about the all-time greatest NBA coach, Mr. Auerbach, the winner.
That's a foul on the baseline, sending Moore to the line, and the foul is against Patio.
Point playing, you wipe it out of basketball. We got ourselves an even game, a war right now between these two clubs. But it's here, it's part of the rules, and that's what it's about, and Vegas deserves to be on top. Watch this when Banks touches the ball.
Patio air ball, rebound Hudson, he scores 2.
Hudson's giving him some solid play off the bench.
Pushes it up the court, gives it to Moore.
That's a big-time player. That's a power forward deluxe from out of Birmingham, Alabama. That's see they trap on him and then they kick it out to the guard.
Won't go. Tipped up and in by Hudson, I think.
Hudson, an outstanding offensive rebounder.
Harassing Howard. Inside Jones.
He can shoot that J all day, Keith. Catching the ball in the lane.
Banks for 3.
There's no hesitation. I mean, that's amazing. The pressure he puts on the ball.
That's Ford. And a whistle.
It's tough to get back in the game when you're running all two-man. Now, there's the entry to the post. The little backdoor cut from the weak side. Ford with a strong body. What happened there, the defense was caught staring at the ball. When he played with Tyrone Muggsy Bogues, Reggie Williams.
Robinson inside has the ball knocked away after Wade got it to him. And now Moore is going to lose it. And it's going to be layup time, Wade.
Well, it's about time they got Wade a layup. He does the Siamica and this kid.
Lead is by 12, Las Vegas, and a whistle stops it.
Cloud 9.
You know what's happened here? I really didn't understand clearly what was going on, but it appears that Graham may have been ejected. So Andre Davis will shoot a free throw on the technical.
It's a 2-shot technical on a flagrant.
Davis for 3. Won't go. Rebound Ford. It won't go. And it's out of bounds. And the half over. And so at halftime, UNLV Runnin' Rebels lead it 60-49. ABC's college basketball returns after this commercial and a message from our local station. 60-49, UNLV leading Auburn, 11 points. And it could be a lot worse the way things have surged back and forth as we look at the halftime stats.
Well, you look at the stats right now. The three-point play has been really the big story here. 8 for 18 versus 0 for 2. That's 24 points to 0. I mean, you need like 12 possessions to be able to neutralize that. Free throw lines killed Auburn also. Shooting 50% doesn't make it in big-time college basketball against a team like UNLV. Auburn doing a job on the glass, Keith. As we said, they'll dominate the boards 27-18. And then we look at the turnovers. Auburn has turned it over 12 times. Vegas only 5 because of the great leadership of Wade, an underrated player in the backcourt.
So far, it's been the Freddie Banks show. He has 25 points, and he's 6 out of 10 in three-point attempts. And here he shows off his defense as well.
Well, he makes a good defensive play. They pop the ball loose. Here he comes. Now look at Banks. He's going solo. And now he's trying to draw the contact and a foul. He knows Morris is behind him. And then he goes a spin move. And then he says, good night, cheer down in Vegas because I'm a better show than Wayne Newton in the casino. And there's the good entry. They don't waste any time. Freddie Banks on fire, drills another three-pointer, another area code jump shot.
He's only 6 points off his all-time high, career high at 31 points. And, of course, inside, the big man, Gilliam.
Gilliam with a good defensive player. Deflects the ball, and there's the great bounce pass. The pass I told the youngsters, utilize that bounce pass to Gilliam. You know, it's a great stat. You talk about statistics. Freddie Banks has attempted more three-point shots for the season, 171, than the entire Auburn team. Auburn's attempted as a team only 151.
Seconds on the shot clock. Outside, Morris. Back iron won't go. Rebound, Las Vegas. Freddie Banks. Last night missing. And Ford the rebound. He'll take it all the way and score it. And no foul. 9-point lead, UNLV. Patio for 3.
That's tough to beat this club when they're on fire like that from long range.
Patio put it up. That'll be off the iron, no good. And the rebound along the baseline goes to Gilliam, who puts up the hook and hits it.
Gilliam has played himself right into the class of Kenny Norman.
Second Auburn man to get 3. Ford is the other with 3. Free throws are good. 66-51, 15-point lead, UNLV.
In the ballroom of the hotel, he was cleaning tables and he was running through his defensive alignment. And they said, let us play man-to-man.
Johnny Lynn, no. Rebound out. Last night tips it to Banks. Banks inside Gilliam.
Get a timeout, baby. He needs a TO. He got a...
Now we go back to the ball game. Inside, Moore. Outside, Morris. And they get one. And they desperately needed one at that point.
That was a good timeout to adjust and come out with a good shot. Smith, during a timeout, I thought Morris would have the big day. You can't trade 3 for 2, Keith. No. Mathematically, you don't have to be a genius. And
Banks
I'm a dummy.
Is now 7 of 11. Doesn't work. That's Ford on the baseline.
Okay, they get 2. Now you go back. So you're down 6-4.
At UNLV.
Look at this.
Patio.
Look at this. I mean, it's amazing. Eddie Stites, come on, Rules Committee. Move that line back. Don't make a farce out of the game.
Mike Jones.
Oh, nice tip right there. That's good inside power play. You know, one of the youngsters there, and he's going to graduate on time, and that's something they're really impressed with at Vegas, that their seniors this year are on time to graduate.
More muscles and gets the basket. Chance now for a 3-pointer. That's Gilliam.
Throw right over the top of the defense. If they get into the #1 slot nationally in the polls, they'll stay there the rest of the year until they get in tournament time. In the nation.
Lynn inside Davis. And finally Moore.
That's solid basketball. Looking for
13-20, 15-point lead. Gilliam is fouled by Morris.
Whole world. He's 20-0, NAIA #1 in America with Oklahoma City.
Pair for Gilliam, 78-61, UNLV, 13-15 to go in the ball game.
Patio's been such a plus for this team, especially with that 3-point play. It becomes so valuable.
Hudson gets that one, and the Rebels have 80, leading by 19. Inside, Jones won't go for him and loses the rebound to Gilliam. And quickly, Freddie Banks.
Do they know where that 3-point line is? They must shoot that every day down in Vegas.
I would say there's probably one danger point really in there, and that would be the time they go to Stockton to play Pacific.
You know, I really look at that right now, and if I were Jerry Tarkanian, I would be concerned about having the kids physically and emotionally in terms of really prepared to play at the level of the NCAAs. They'll be the #1 seed out. 3-point field goal percentage of Banks versus Auburn.
Well, Wade goes for it and gets it.
They want him to shoot the ball a little more. Wade never shoots the ball. Auburn's really in a tough situation right now.
Patio, 3 points. All right, 9 minutes to go, and it's the Freddie Banks show from Auburn today as UNLV has jumped out to the big lead. Banks in 3 points, 8 out of 14. Patio 3 out of 8. Graham 2 out of 4, and Wade 1 out of 2.
They've all played a part. It becomes contagious. Let's play a horse. Let's get around the 3-point land. Uses 99% of the time. Full court man pressure.
That's Davis.
About time. Let's stand up and cheer. jumper, their first of the day. Of the tournament goes to the NCAA and gets that bid, as we like. Look at the inside play right there of Gilliam. Country, but the 1A team might be a team sitting out down in Vegas. You should see the players they got ready for next year.
Fast night missed the slam dunk. He missed a tip in the Oklahoma game, the only game they lost. Ball stolen by Wade. Oh! They give it back to him. Didn't miss that one. He stretched it about 6 inches.
J.B. Jarvis, fast night. Minute 6:11. An amazing story. I think SI documented it.
Mike Jones with that turnaround. Bench he isn't a gimme either. He's 6'11", 195. And here comes Auburn.
Willard's a good shooter. Doesn't have much strength. Subsidized by the NBA for kids that have no desire. Look at this. Now they're going to start hitting three-pointers. Where have you been? But he can play, Keith. What do you see? He might be the best they've ever had at Nevada, Las Vegas. 6'8" super.
That's Gilliam.
Mr. Gilliam's just piling up the points, impressing all the scouts that are here. Mel Daniels, the Pacers, Marty Blake. Hey, where's this kid been?
Freshman Dennison hits his second three-pointer. 10th time this season. Bounce pass inside Gilliam. Keeps it after it's knocked loose by Moore and throws it up.
He's putting an amazing show on the interior. Going to Columbus, Ohio tomorrow. I can't wait to see his versatility. And we look at Grant and Billy Donovan, one of the most improved players for Ricky Pitino in Providence. They're 17-3, beating Georgetown and St. John's this week. And Tony White from out of Tennessee can score.
Wade fires a bullet, intercepted by Harrelson, who had just thrown up an air ball a moment ago. Tries again, and this time hits it.
People happy. Look at Gilliam posting.
There's a new career high for Freddie Banks as he hits another three-pointer.
Banks and Wade. Maybe Jerry's a little afraid of 3 points. They can come back on us, maybe, with the three-point play. Jerry, I told him the hottest ticket in Vegas now to see the Runnin' Rebels and the Father Flanagan show.
Moving the ball, and Banks will go again.
Oh, baby. Jerry, let some subs on the floor. They're coming in. 3 points from three-point land.
Ball rolls off. Jones inside. Morris is fouled. And complaint from West that he was on my back. And they
making an effort to see that their kids walk down the aisle. And Banks and
what did they say? All 6 seniors going to graduate?
Yeah, they say all 6. His wife Lois is very active in the academic end. Look at these kids. They're excited as heck. They know they're probably going to be #1 in the country.
All right, we've got Willard into the ball game, number 40. We've got Lawrence West in the ball game.
Oh, he's hand checking him.
They've taken away that last shot by Banks, not a three-pointer. I thought I saw the one man
nice
go
pass.
up, and he
Good
said,
look.
yeah, but it was not. It was a two-pointer.
Boys,
He's got to
Bolton
go to
and Maxwell.
Kentucky, Winston, right?
Yeah, he's got Kentucky, who's really struggled. Hey, I don't want to get the people mad at me in Vegas, but I can't see them winning a national championship. You're not Kenny Smith, they win the whole thing.
Sijanovic doesn't go for him, and Morris, who's played a lot in this ball game, brings it down.
Oh, showtime.
Half a minute.
Strategy's been history, Keith. Academic.
A lot of the folks have gone home from the packed house here at Memorial Coliseum on the campus. That's Willard. He's 6'11".
He wants some playing time also. He said, heck with all those guys Vitality sitting out. Talk about us. We're #1.
Bingo.
Oh, yes. Harrelson says, let me join, Mr. Jackson. Oh, there is Jerry getting hugged by all his entourage that travels with him. Look at him, Father Flanagan, chewing a towel, Jerry. One of my old wackos, 56 years old, chewing towels. But I'll tell you something, I always enjoy his company. We have a ball when we're together.
Yeah, but you know what this shows, Dick? He played that tough early season pre-conference play, and he seasoned them. Now they're probably right at the peak. Now you raised, I think, the most valid question of all questions. Is their schedule sufficient from here on to keep them battle sharp?
Yeah, I think that is the problem as we look at Jerry Tarkanian signing autographs. He's the new hero in Vegas. He said, get out of the way, Sinatra and Carson and all those other giants. I'm the new giant in Nevada, Las Vegas.
This has been a presentation of ABC Sports, recognized around the world as the leader in sports television.